by you yourself, and it'll be very clear that you're doing it. But in order to do that, you have to understand the importance of forgiveness. And what you want to do is, and we're going to be getting into the software, but you want to do is on the forgiveness link on the website here, forgiveness, you want to be able to list all, forgive everybody on the list, complete the list, and you want it checked off by your higher self and your angels, and they also want to follow up every once in a while to make sure if you're still holding grudges or you got someone else new to forgive, that gets done, because you don't want to you don't want to try to pass into another dimension without having forgiven everybody. We'll get into that a little further later on. Okay, and under the investigations part on the QSETI website, you want to do an investigation on your particular industry, specifically if you work in a prison or you're in the military or you're doing law enforcement. And this investigation, what you want to determine is the karmic effects of your occupation as described by the protocol. When you are doing your job right by the book, and boil that information down to a one-page statistical analysis and how that information relates to achieving a higher level of existence. When I was working as a correction officer, I went by administrative directives, and what I understand now, after expanding my consciousness and understanding what I know about the soul recycling problem on this planet, if you do your job right by the book and you work in a prison, you will reincarnate. It's as simple as that. The things that you have to do and the information that is necessary to ignore and not to look at actually causes your soul to recycle. And it's very important to, if what you're doing on a day-to-day basis is going to cause you to have to live your life all over again and not pass the test of life, you want to realize that while you're still in the physical living, so that you can change it, and not only change it for yourself so you don't have to reincarnate, but change it for your children. Because if you don't change it, then the problem is just going to go on, and this problem has been going on for 30,000 years. And it doesn't have to be. So, to understand a little bit more about forgiveness, you want to YouTube Dr. James Hart, Upgrading Your Head with Alpha Wave Brain Training. And that's a 2-part video. And I have a lot to say about the Bio-Cybernaut Institute. But basically, that's a 2-part video right there. And he gets into specifics on brain waves and forgiveness and how that, and the importance of all that. And then you want to YouTube Dolores Cannon, How to Let Go of Fear and Release Karma. And that's that will help you a lot in the process of forgiveness. And then just make sure that website, the QSETI website, is set up with that forgiveness procedure. So all you have to do is list everyone you have to forgive, and then follow the instructions on the website. And that's it. And then let the website take you right through, and your guardian angels and higher self will come right up on the computer screen, and you can work with your angels right on the computer in order to forgive. That'll definitely fix that problem, and it'll fix it for everybody if it's created. So, and I mean, I have a lot more information in regards to that, and I am in contact with extraterrestrial life, and they want this done. So, anybody who decides to do it, if there's anything that you cannot figure out, I'm here, and I will stand behind this absolutely 100% everything that I'm saying. Okay. And then the next thing is to, all right, so that handles forgiveness. So the next requirement of a level 2 is to be able to initiate extraterrestrial contact and teach others to do the same. Once you've actually made extraterrestrial contact and you know how to do it and you can teach someone else to do it, then you're not all your fear goes away of extraterrestrials, because there's if you define God as all that there is, well, extraterrestrial life is a big part of all that there is, and it's very important to open up that line of communication. Because if you're relying on someone to teach you anything, to teach you anything you want to know, and you can get better information from, let's say, life within the Galactic Federation of Light, well then, communicating with the Galactic Federation of Light is free. It doesn't cost a dime. And it takes you beyond the paradigm of the public school system on this planet. So why would you not want to be exposed to that information? It's wonderful and beautiful. So, and if anyone's having trouble making extraterrestrial contact, there are thousands of people, millions of people on this planet that can do it. Anyone that has been through Ambassador of the Universe training for the Center of Study Extraterrestrial Intelligence, that was founded by Stephen Greer, they can help you make contact. I went through that training. I could help you make contact. The ESETI Ranch and Light in Contact with Extraterrestrial Intelligence, they make extraterrestrial contact. Basically that's a ranch and the extraterrestrials are just always there, from what I understand. I've never trained under them, but from what I see on the computer, I know that they're legitimate, and that is an excellent source of spiritual development over there. So, here's some homework in regards to being able to make extraterrestrial contact. You want to read Extraterrestrial Contact by Stephen Greer. This book right here. You want to read that book, which, as I said, I didn't want to put books in as a homework, but this is still important. And making extraterrestrial contact is too important. So you want to develop your own line of communication with extraterrestrial life. The next piece of homework is to watch the movie Sirius, S-I-R-I-U-S, and that will enlighten you in regards to a lot of things. And then there's a CD from the Aquarian Foundation again, Man's Conquest of Space Through Understanding. The Spiritual Communicator is Hilarion. And that's this CD right here. And that will expand your consciousness to the point where you'll have a much easier time making contact, being familiar with that information. And basically what the extraterrestrials do is they monitor your cosmic awareness, your awareness of the cosmos and of the universe. And if you are not prepared for contact, or you are completely terrified of extraterrestrials because of the Hollywood movies that come out and all that stuff, then they're not going to come in and scare you. Then they're going to keep your distance until you are ready. And the fact of the matter is, once you know the truth, there's nothing to be scared of, because you're dealing with angels and every time I meet St. Mary, I see spaceships. So you're dealing with extremely intelligent, divine, loving life in the universe, and it's important to acknowledge that. and be able to teach others to do it. Then the next CD, part of the homework, is Beyond Space and Time, the Spiritual Communicator's Email. And that's this CD right here. And that you can get at the Aquarian Foundation. And just make sure all this stuff is right on the website so that people don't have to run all over the place getting this information. They could just get exposed to it and move on in the course. We would highly recommend attending Ambassador of the Universe training. During that training, he goes right through and teaches advanced meditation, telepathy, remote viewing, and goes through all of the important stuff. And you know, if you don't believe in extraterrestrial life, well, when the spaceship appears right there in front of you, then there's no denying it. But you just want to get past it. It's just a wonderful thing. Then you want to YouTube Lisa Renee, Energetic Self-Mastery, and that's a 5-part video series.